Hey guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. My name is Rob, and we're picking up right where we left off in Blighttown, the bottom of it. And using the Rusted Iron Ring, I'm going to be able to walk around in the swamp relatively freely. Just have to put up with some poison and whatnot, but like I always say, poison's not a huge deal. So there's actually, in Upper Blighttown, where you've got the place, basically like the village made of planks and stuff. There's a lot of different items you can find, some pretty cool stuff. And there's also cool stuff you can find in the bottom of Blighttown. This whole area of the game is just full of goodies, we'll say. We'll call them goodies. Yep. The one instance of the crossbow being legitimately useful. I don't know, it could be useful in other situations too, I guess. I'm also going to find the final piece of my fashion souls that I want. Here we go. And this is going to leave me with very little poise, but I want it. Not a safe place to read item descriptions. Yeah, more or less. Do I have any regular purple moss? Yeah, we'll use it because the one thing I really don't like about poison is that it's noisy. Oh, I thought I was standing on some earth. I guess not. Okay, let me try to get to a semi-safe place here. I'm still trying to get over that cold. I don't feel sick. I'm just cruddy and congested, and it's like I have it's like just steadily like mucus drainage and all that. In case you need to hear how gross that is. So, poison mist. Interesting bit of lore on this. Unique pyromancy crafted by Ingi or Aingi, Aingi. I don't know exactly how you pronounce his name, but he's considered a heretic even at the Great Swamp. Now, you think about this: the Great Swamp is the not the birthplace of pyromancy, but it's like the mecca for pyromancers and people like that. And if pyromancers are already considered kind of taboo, unsavory. Like they may be considered kind of heretical among, we'll say, maybe sorcerers. So to be heretical among the heretics is kind of, but anyway, Ingi became an egg-bearing undead who serves a deformed young girl who speaks an unintelligible tongue. Got my hot tea here. It's still steamy. I'll let that steep a little bit longer. So yeah, that's him, and of course Ingi is the dude outside of Quelaag's boss room. So like, the fair lady. um, let's have a look at the tattered cloth set. Looks like it's all going to be mainly the same stuff. Robe worn by pyromancers of the Great Swamp. Though it appears tattered, it is actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other forces of nature out in the hinterlands where they were driven. Boots made of thick leather, the boots of the pyromancers are incredibly tough on account of the rugged grasslands and treacherous swamps they must traverse. Their soles are nearly impenetrable. So the final piece of my fashion is going to be the tattered cloth manchette. Manchette. I don't know. Yes. That is... This is what my character is going to look like now. Let me see. Did I read the Wanderer set when I got it? Because I know I did get it. Hood of an aimless traveler. Made from sturdy leather, it offers protection versus wind and rain. Against the cold November rain. By Guns N' Roses. Let's see. Where are you? There we go. Coat of a nameless traveler made from sturdy leather and quilting. Battle comes with the territory when one wanders the land, and this coat provides a certain degree of protection. Made from sturdy leather and protects the hands. Made from sturdy leather, must have for long journeys. Would you just chill? Dang, skeeters. Alright, we got these slugs down here, which are excellent for farming upgrade materials, which I'll probably farm for a good bit of materials from them off camera. Large soul of a proud knight. Let's see, where will I go now? I'll just keep going this way. Hopefully, I'll get some more large shards. I know that I can pick one up over here, because I would like to have my weapon. Plus 8 would be really nice, but I can probably make a plus 7 work against Quelaag. I mean, I could make a plus 6 work. It's just, you know, if I can upgrade it again, why wouldn't I? It does not one-shot you. That's sad. Ow. Don't do such things. Please. That hitbox activation was weird. It's like I swung and then the attack connected. Man, I've really got to say, even after finishing this game so many times over the years, it's still like, it's just so much fun to play for me. Even just another casual run like this. And you know, I just thought of something. I don't really need the spider shield anymore at this point, so I'm gonna throw on the grass crest for the extra stamina regeneration. Well, that's not working out in my favor. There we go. None of these slugs are dropping anything. That's kind of sad. There's a large Titanite shard, and I think there might be one more over there somewhere. Not 100% sure. Ow. And I just got 2 for 1. Isn't that nice? Yep. And if anyone's watching this Let's Play, if you like are kind of new to Dark Souls or whatever, I mean, this could basically, I mean, I'd say you could kind of treat this as a beginner's guide. And look at there, all that green Titanite shard. I can make a fire weapon or a divine weapon with that. Because I figure I'll probably go into the catacombs before going to Anor Londo. I don't know, though. Maybe not. Nah, I will. I'll have to think of a weapon I want to use as a divine weapon. Because it won't be something, it won't be one of the main ones that I like to use, the claymore, the halberd, or anything. It'll be one that probably won't be using too terribly much. Maybe a reinforced club would probably work good, or one of those battle axes I have. That would work pretty good too. Yeah. Damn it. Figured the reinforced club would probably do the most damage though, especially to skeletons. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so even without like 10 humanity in the gold serpent ring, he's just spinning and spinning. Yeah, these slugs still have a fairly decent drop rate of Titanites. And whenever they drop green, it's always a stack of 5. But whenever they drop just the large Titanite shards, it's always just 1. Which, it would be nice if the large shards would come out in stacks of 5. That would be really nice. I'm not too terribly sure why they made it that way. I guess after this point, like the developers figured if you decided to go exploring in Blighttown, that they would try and get you equipped where you could deal with the skeletons in the catacombs. Twin Humanities. We'll come through here. And of course, this is the hidden area of the Great Hollow. I'm not going to explore it too terribly much today. I'll probably just try and get the Chloranthy ring. And then maybe warp back or something. Should I even... Yeah, okay, sure. If I want to, I can always edit the run back out. There we go. Alright, let's see. Always forget where exactly to drop down to get the ring and like minimize damage. I think it's gonna be like right here. I may roll. Ooh, just barely made it. Okay. Got the Chloranthy ring, and of course there's like it's all kinds of Titanite down here, but like I said, I don't really feel like diving in here just yet. Spiced turmeric tea is pretty tasty. With a little honey added for sweetness. You can definitely taste the lemongrass in it. I like lemongrass and things. I think lemongrass tastes good. I'm still like, I think I mentioned in an earlier video that I'd kind of replaced my nightcap of alcohol at night with hot tea, basically hot herbal tea. And I'm still enjoying that pretty well. I really don't miss alcohol very much, which is nice. I was afraid I would. Now, yesterday, I was craving beer a good bit, but I just kind of, I resisted the urge to run out and buy some. And I feel better about myself having resisted that urge. Definitely feel better about that. It's like, it sucks when something controls you, whether it's, an addictive substance or maybe something you don't typically think of as an addictive substance, like, unhealthy foods or whatever. Like, it's easy to get hooked on fast food and junk food and sweets and stuff like that. And it's just nice to not have that, Gives you a feeling of accomplishment and that you're, more in control of your life. And I like that feeling. But yeah, I've got this whole big box of like Indian teas they're all really good, but they definitely need a sweetener. Not because they're super bitter or anything like that, but the sweetness, like I've been adding honey to mine. You could probably use sweetened low or cane sugar or whatever. I just choose to use honey. Or agave nectar, you could do that too. It brings out the other flavors that are in the tea. Like it enhances it overall. It just makes it really good. Because the regular chai tea was like the first one I decided to try, and it was kind of flat tasting until I added a sweet element, and then like that caused all the other flavors in it to become a lot more, I guess forward is the right word. Yeah. But this particular one is really good too. Alright. Some more green Titanite shards. I'll probably eventually make a chaos weapon of some sort. Maybe the Zweihander, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Chaos Zweihander is just... That's a classic, though. I'm not really sure how high I'm gonna raise, like, my strength and dex and everything. Got my strength up to 16, which is fine for the vast majority of the weapons I like to use in this game, but 24 strength would be kind of nice to one-hand this right-hander, and then if you're going to take it up to 24, you almost might as well take your strength up to 28 so you can wield things like the Murakumo and the Great Club, yeah, that I'm about to get down here. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah. A lot of times I'll play through Dark Souls and I'll forget about getting the Rusted Iron Ring, and I'll just be like rolling through Blighttown nonstop. Just to even move at a decent pace. But having that ring and just being able to walk at normal speed is just so nice. There we go. Alright. So I believe I've gotten enough large Titanite shards to upgrade my Claymore at least one more time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, nice. I got enough to upgrade it 2 more times, so I'll have a +8. Excellent. Alright, and let's read the description of the server. Well, I can't do that on that screen. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. It is a curved great sword used in a mysterious ancient rite, imbued with a frightful occult energy which restores HP with each hit. And if you make this weapon chaos, it replaces the word occult in the last sentence with heretical. So it'll be imbued with a frightful heretical energy. It's kind of interesting. And honestly, I think it does that if you reinforce it up the occult upgrade path, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, and if you happen to know. Can I level up? Yes, I can level up once. What will I level up? Do I want Dex? Do I want some more intelligence? I'll go ahead and throw another point into intelligence, and that's all I'm going to raise it on this character. 15 int. That's all I need. And then I'll start putting points into Dex and maybe raise up Vitality a little more. Alright, so let's explore the rest of what's down here. There's the Great Club, and then there's going to be items that you can get on your way out of Blighttown. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Quelaag hasn't appeared yet. She won't appear unless I get like a +10 Pyromancy Flame. I'm not sure if she'll appear if you establish a covenant with the Fair Lady or not. I may test that. Alright, we got the Great Club back here, as well as a couple of derpy dung beetle infested bandits running around. They have a rare chance to drop a pickaxe, which is a strength weapon, hammer type weapon. Oof. This isn't looking good for me. Let me get out of here. I'm surrounded. Surrounded by bugs. Wonder how far they'll chase me. Well, he'll definitely throw crap for a while. Eh. I think you can get Boulder Heave as a pyromancy in Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure if it's based on the Infested Barbarians attack or not. You need to die. You're troublesome. Yeah. All these mosquitoes are troublesome. left yourself wide open, sir. No pickaxe, unfortunately. Let's see. I beat Maneater Mildred. Because if I hadn't, she would have appeared by now. Okay, so once you get to this point, you can either go ahead and climb up out of Blighttown if you want to, or you can go ahead and proceed with the boss. I think I'm ready to go ahead and fight the boss. I have a +8 weapon. That'll be plenty. There's another large shard right there. And I always like to approach this area from the side. If you walk straight ahead, I mean, there's 3 more of those guys just waiting to knock you out with their giant balls of dung, so you just try to avoid that. You get over here, you notice that there's a lot of some spider webs and stuff. It's indicative of the boss you're about to fight. In Quelaag's domain. Look at all these egg sacs. This reminds me of exploring different caves and ruins in Skyrim and finding spider nests and stuff like that. And yes, I just compared Dark Souls to Skyrim. Who cares? I mean, I love both games. Yeah, these guys right here. Don't attack these guys. They're not attacking you. Don't attack them unless you want very bad things to happen. Yeesh. Yeah, there's Mildred's summon sign. I'm not going to summon her. Her AI is really dumb in this fight. I don't know. You know what? It might be kind of funny. It'll give the boss more HP, but whatever. It's fine. Let's go ahead and traverse the white light and watch a cutscene. Man, that's a lot of egg sacs. Quelaag has been freaking busy, man. You know, she went to the trouble to put that thing across her right arm, but then she doesn't even wear anything to cover her breasts. Come on now. Come on, Quelaag. Cover up the tatas. Oh yeah, that's plenty of damage. It's actually really good damage. Quelaag for this point in the game. Yeah, and Mildred's brain is just made out of mashed potatoes, so she's stuck on the lava right now. That's typical. Of course, when Quelaag's the torso, whenever it slumps over like that, you want to get away very quickly. She does that shockwave explosion attack. And otherwise, I mean, you basically just stick to the side here. Roll when you see the sword coming, and you should be fine. Careful not to attack the abdomen of the spider too closely, because that thing can retaliate, and it's no fun when it does. Get him, Mildred. You get him, Millie. Let's see if I can provoke that attack. Nah, she just did that again. It's almost dead. I bet you Mildred can finish the boss fight. Yeah, look at there. Good job, Mildred. You were a little less stupid today than you usually are. Still pretty stupid, though. Okay. So that was Quelaag. Not a terrible boss fight by any means. Let's see. Soul of Quelaag, once daughter of the Witch of Izalith, but now a chaos demon. Special beings have special souls, and Quelaag's soul contains all aspects of chaos. Use it to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. I'd actually get Quelaag's Fury Sword. I really like to use that weapon in different parts, especially the painted world. It's perfectly suited for that area. And with the stat requirements on it being so low, I mean, it works so well on really any build you put it on. But if you happen to make a dex build, it works like the best on a dex build. Alright, so we got the second bell. It wasn't quite a suicide mission. Then again, I've done it enough times, so let's go ahead and pull the lever. Alright, and now the gate to Sin's Fortress is open. I'm not going to fight the next boss down here in the Demon Ruins, but I am going to get this bonfire that's over here. Let's see, right here, right? Yeah. Here we have one of these egg dudes standing in front of the door. Gonna check my ID first.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Yeah, sure.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Even though I don't have eggs like he has, he's gonna let me pass. It's awful trusting of him. Or he's very confident in his own abilities to keep me from doing anything devious.
What is it? Go along and meet our fair lady.
Or maybe he's just so, like, that desperate to get her more humanity or whatever.
What is it?
So the fair lady, she looks an awful lot like Quelaag. Except she doesn't look like she's doing so well. The spider portion of her body appears to be dead. Or at least very close to death. It's moving, but it isn't moving very much. It does not appear to be well. Yeah. She don't look so good. She looks rather pale. She speaks a tongue that we cannot understand. So we'll go ahead and enter a covenant with her. I may actually stay in this covenant for the rest of the game. And just for joining the covenant, she gives you a pyromancy, Great Chaos Fireball. I can't use it because you need 2 attunement slots and only have 1, so I'd have to level up my attunement to 12 just to even use this. This is a good pyromancy, though. You can offer her humanity. Basically, give her 30 humanity and she'll give you the pyromancy Chaos Firestorm, I think. Yeah. And it'll make it to where you can open a shortcut in the Demon Ruins, which is very helpful for saving Soul Lair later in the game. Anytime you try to talk to her, you can't hold a conversation with her, but eventually I'll be able to. So let's see what you have to say about that. Hey, I'm in the Spider Boy Covenant.
Are you prepared to dedicate yourself to our fair lady? Then I will make available whatever you require. If you need something, ask me first.
Yeah, so you can buy the servant roster, which, yeah, it's not very useful. It's checks servants of the Daughters of Chaos. Eggbearer Engi keeps this roster of those who serve his master, a Daughter of Chaos. Engi praises those who offer significant humanity to alleviate his master's suffering. But what is praise from Engi really worth? I love that line, since he's kind of a little bit of a devious character himself, having made Poison Mist. It's considered a heretic, so let's try talking to. Well, you can also modify your pyromancy flame with him, so that's worth noting as well. He is a pyromancy teacher. Does not sell you any pyromancies, though.
There is no time for idle chat. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need. There is nothing to say to you, except if you lay a hand on the fair lady, you should be prepared to face my wrath.
Yeah, his wrath is a lot scarier if you actually kill him.
There is nothing to say except you should...
Yeah. So, do I have an egg vermifuge? Because if so, I'll go ahead and show how to get more dialogue from him, but I don't have it, so... Well... I don't know. I could go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'll do it another time. It's fine. At this point, I'll go ahead and get back up to Firelink Shrine. There's a few more things I can get in Blighttown. And, ooh, you know what? Let me rest at this bonfire so that I can warp to it later. There we go. And get all these souls. What should I do with them? Repair my claymore and my gloves. Maybe I'll add a point into Dex and 2 points. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. Well, I could do that and then just use a soul item. Yeah, that's what I'll do. A small one. That was a smaller soul item here somewhere, don't I? Yeah. Do the Nameless Soldier. Yeah, it's plenty. There we go. I don't know if I'll raise my attunement any higher than 12. I might. Probably only 14 at the most, though. So, other than Power Within, which I've never even used, whatever, sure. Doesn't really matter right now. Go ahead and put my crossbow back on. So I'm going to be climbing out of Blighttown. There we go. And I may need it for the skeeters. There's a quick way to swat them. What can we see right now? You see a little bit of Lost Izalith in the back. Demon Ruins up here. Like this dome-looking thing down this way, like Lost Izalith is basically inside that. The Lost City of Demons. That flower pattern there, if you notice it there towards the center, you can only see about half of it. It's interesting. That pattern shows up a lot in the game. In different places. Huh. Yeah. Speaking of which, the Chloranthy ring. This ancient ring engraved with a large green flower is of unknown origin. Hastens the regeneration of stamina. I read a theory that it was made by the same blacksmith or machinist or whoever who made the Avalon. I don't know, it's just long lore theory video that's trying to remember if it's, I don't know if it's one from Vadi Vidya. I don't think it is. I think it's from Hawkshaw. Which honestly, Hawkshaw's material is dang near just as good as Vadi Vidya. They're both really, really good sources of lore exposition. I love both channels for Dark Souls lore. Alright. So we're back out here. can look up and you can kind of see a very large arch tree. I wonder if you can see that from Firelink Shrine. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think where exactly Firelink Shrine is in relation to everything else here. I'm thinking it's up that way, in that direction, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. Anywho. Uh-oh. I've attracted some attention I didn't necessarily want. It's alright, though. They'll never catch me. So I'm going to keep going this way. Y'all know that song Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show? Kind of got popular because Darius Rucker sang it. Which my fan base probably doesn't really listen to country, so... Anyway, I thought of that song. And look at the little flaming hot chihuahua making this whole thing go. It's one of the funniest little details that FromSoft put in this game. See if I can see him from here. Yeah. He's walking on that wheel further away. That's just making everything else work. That's so funny. Alright, let's see. Is there anything back this way? No. Alright, I don't usually go after this item over here that I'm fixing to go after, but for the sake of just getting cool stuff, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Yeah. The dark guys are already... I forgot there was going to be more of them. Let me see... Yeah, do that. I'm not sure if they can hit me from here. Hopefully not. But I do have some blooming moss if they do. Alright, yeah, this little route here is a little precarious to walk on, but it's not a huge deal. Ow, that hurt. Ladder I can climb up there. Oh, you know something? I never went back for the shadow set. That's a shame. I'll have to do that and then maybe splice it in towards the end or something. Alright, we got the sealer set and the 10 banishment catalyst, as well as... do you mind? Mosquitoes. Alright, we also got the sorcery remedy. It's also a song by Seether. It's a pretty good one. Let's see. Remedy, which is a sorcery, not a miracle. Sorcery of the red-robed Yulva, one of the sealers of New Londo. Reduce bleeding and poison buildup and undo various poisonous effects. One of New Londo's unique healing sorceries. Perhaps she abandoned her sealer duty to take her healing arts back to Blighttown. Yeah, I'm sure she felt guilty of what transpired in New Londo. I would imagine she felt very guilty about that. Let's see, in the 10 banishment catalyst. Catalyst of the banishment sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal off away the dark wraiths and the kings who felt dark. In contrast to other catalysts, the metal catalyst qualifies as a weapon, and as it inflicts physical damage, however small. Yeah, you can equip this thing as a weapon. It's not very effective, but, I mean, you can totally do it. Just a little poke. Not nearly as effective as a spear or literally any other weapon. But, let's see. The Mask of the Sealer. Mask of the sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal away the dark wraiths, and the 4 kings who descended into dark. It symbolizes their resolve to keep the seal shut forever and their atonement for all who were sacrificed. But 2 of the 3 forsook New Londo upon tiring of their duty. Yeah, whether it was guilt or boredom or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Robe of the sorcerers who flooded New Londo to seal away the dark rays, and the 4 kings who descended in the dark. These sealers were once known as healers, and the bright crimson was a symbol of that. Interesting that they were like they used sorcery for healing and stuff instead of miracles. You usually associate like healing spells or whatever with like your clerics, your white mages or whatever. But no, in particular the sealer sorceries or whatever, they're sorcery. Let's see what's over here. If anything, nothing. All right. Let's see, is there anything I can get up here? Toxic. That's what I can get. Alright, let's go back down this ladder. And as you walk across these roots over here, they can be kind of wonky sometimes. And it's nothing for them to just like drop you. Especially going back this way. Best thing you can do is just walk at normal speed and hope for the best. If you try to walk extra slow, it'll be harder to get over them. Alright. Let's see here. Gonna explore this last portion here. One of the blow dart guys must have run away or something. Ah. Don't do it. There's one down there. Oh, I got him. Nice. Nice. None of them are dropping blooming purple moss, which is kind of sucks. I wish they would have made it to where those enemies automatically dropped blooming purple moss, because they can drop purple moss, and if you're toxic, I mean, that's not going to do any good. But whatever. I doubt FromSoft will see this video and, like, patch a 11-year-old game. Get out of here. Alright. And what I like to do here is just step off and plunge the dogs, but I only got one of them. Usually that gets both. Okay, the catalyst for getting Lautrec to move to his next location is grabbing this item. Firekeeper soul. So he should have moved then. Uh-oh. Are they following me? Eh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a fly swat after this guy, because he's bugging me. Ah. 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 I didn't do that laugh very loud because I don't want to get in trouble. Trying not to be too terribly rambunctious because I don't have the house to myself right now. I probably wouldn't get in trouble, but I might would hear about it a little bit later. What were you doing in there? Alright, you just climb up this way. At this point, you don't have too terribly much to get through to get out of Blighttown. There is a group of infested barbarians up here, but they're really easy to get through. You can literally just run and not even worry about engaging them. But don't forget, grab this treasure right here. It's going to come in handy. The key to New Londo. Let's go ahead and read it. Key to the iron bars. Oh, excuse me. Separating the ruins of New Londo and Drake Valley, or the Valley of Drakes as it's known. The ruins of New Londo were blocked off, for the cursed ghost posed danger to life and spirit. Legends speak of a terrible dark which was sealed away. So I guess they're just trying to keep people out, because I can't imagine you'd be able to keep the ghosts in by locking a door, considering they can phase through walls. You know what? I never read the item description of the Great Club. I'm gonna have to do that too. Alright. And then we're in the Valley of the Drakes. You can go further that way and get to, you can get to Andre that way. It's a quick way to get to him. But you come this way, use that key to the New Londo Ruins. And you can get to Firelink Shrine very easily. Yep, here we are. Let's see what's changed in Firelink Shrine. I know that Lautrec won't be there anymore. I'm kind of sad I missed some dialogue from him. But it is what it is. Let me also put the wolf ring on. There we go. That'll be the most useful ring I can have on right now. Come on, dude. Do the pressure plate. Man, that tea is good. Alright, I can remember the sigh of relief that I let out when I finally was able to get out of Blighttown and make it back to Firelink Shrine. But as soon as you walk back up, get the Dingy set and the Black Eye Orb. And then if you examine these bars here, you'll notice the firekeeper's not there anymore, and it just says dead. Okay. Such a silly game. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods and Orlando. Somehow I think that the Black Eye Orb is directly connected to Velka. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but I think it is. Alright, let's read the Dingy set here. Worn by the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it is thought to have once been the white hood of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. Same description for the robe and gloves. Then we have a blood-stained skirt, worn by the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. It is thought to have once been the white skirt of a maiden, but its true origin is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape. It's very sad to think about. Poor firekeeper. She didn't ask for all that.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Who are you talking about? Yo, mama?
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
Yeah, you mean get off your butt for once in this game?
Maybe it's time I do something about it.
And then, of course, with the firekeeper being dead, can't light that bonfire, so you can't use it until you get her back.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days.
Why? What spectacular pyromancy?
Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
He's talking about the Great Chaos Fireball. And I choose not to tell him about it.
I see. I suppose I was mistaken. In any case, I definitely trust you. Apologies, my friend. Forget that I said anything. My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog. In this land, pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary lords, is the godmother of pyromancy. So the day I became undead, I was ecstatic. I felt as if I'd been chosen to attune myself to the ancient arts. Of course, it wasn't all that romantic in the end.
Why?
Tell me about it. I see. In any case, apologies. Forget that. Goodbye then. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go alone.
Let's see if Petrus has anything different to say. Probably not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I...
Eh. So I missed a little bit of dialogue between... You get extra, like, bonus dialogue from Lautrec, which leads to bonus dialogue from Petrus, where Petrus really reveals his true colors. He's not going to reveal them now, but that's unfortunate. And what are you?
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Sure.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
For a first playthrough, I definitely recommend to aligning with Framt. There is another serpent named Kath that you can, or Koth or whatever, that you can align with, but Framt is infinitely more useful, especially on a first playthrough, because you can feed him different types of Titanite, and he'll break them down into, like for example, he'll break a Titanite chunk down into large shards, and large shards into regular shards, and so on and so forth. So if you're farming for chunks, it's easy to break them down into more large shards, and it makes farming for Titanite much, much easier. Plus, you can feed him items in your inventory that you maybe don't necessarily want, and you'll get souls for them. So it's basically like you can't really sell anything to the other merchants, but you can sell things to Framt, or at least feed him things. He'll turn into souls for you. Like this copper coin. I mean, I don't need it. You get 1,000 souls for it. That's kind of nice. And he is especially fond of, like, dragon weapons. He really likes those. I don't know why exactly, but he does. So anyway, he instructed us to, go get the Lord Vessel and everything, so...
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek the realm of many fate.
Yeah.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
So he certainly does make it sound like this big, glorious quest that you're doing. But, as they say, not everything is as it seems. But anyway, I've been recording a while, and that's going to do it for this part, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with more Dark Souls Remastered. Until then, y'all take care.